Model file formats. The MUD, the MUD, is the native Mudbox file format. When I go up and hit save a scene, it saves it in this file format. This contains the subdivision levels, the sculpt and the paint layers, the lights, the cameras, the materials, any references. All that's stored in this file. If I come down into my folder here, you can see that right here, here's the MUD file. It creates a backup, and it also creates a folder, a directory of the same name, and in there it contains the actual it'll contain the actual paint layers. And you can see here that I have two paint layers, the tree bark paint and the tree moss paint. So if I come back in here, you can see over here in my layers, in my paint layers, I have those two layers created. So everything is contained within this MUD file, with the exception of the paint layers, which are stored in a directory in the same folder as the MUD file. Now we have two other kinds of file formats that Mudbox supports. The first one is an OBJ. This is the Open Geometry format, and the OBJ is really supports the polygon mesh data. So it's just about the model. So you can import in OBJs, you can export them out. Now, an OBJ is 3D geometry only. There is no paint layers, there's no lights, there's no materials, there's no shaders, nothing like that. So the polygons and the positions on their vertexes are stored within their model, but none of our paint type stuff is in the OBJ. That's the older of the two other file formats supported. The next one is the FBX. This is the Autodesk FBX file format, and this is useful for importing and exporting data between 3D applications that support this format, such as Autodesk Maya and 3ds Max. Now, in this file format, it keeps the UVs, the shaders, the sculpt layers, the paint layers, all that supported by the FBX. And so this is the one you want to use if you can't use a MUD file. So if you want to bring it out to another 3D application, you would use an FBX. So you can import or export an FBX. So again, MUD is the file format that is the native Mudbox file format, and it supports FBX and OBJ. I would use the FBX whenever possible.